We have a perfect day for football, and the roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19
and a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, fourth in the NFL in 2018, ninth last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, Delta!
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. On 3rd down, Rivers. Caught right side, Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's brought down by Williams.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line. that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Rivers now. He's got Burton here. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Rerun.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Wait, 89.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. And he's got his man Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's enough.
How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bengals nothing. Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
Ball carrier.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Colts 7, Bengals nothing.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
24-yard line.
Check green 90. Hey, Brown 80. Hey, Rocket.
55. 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun, Rivers. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Hilton, the lone receiver right. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, 5. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until
recovered.
a first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the
second and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right at.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Walker in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
Down and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They go for it on fourth and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Eason on second down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Third and short yardage, Rivers. And Tate's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action now. Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. There he goes, right side. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Eason sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 70.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And goal.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Cluster. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Mike spot 9. Hey, watch the slant.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Cincinnati.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out, and this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
C.J. Uzomah. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. This one through the uprights and good.
Colts 17. Bengals 7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man John Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
7 yards to pick up there.
Complete to number
Able to
8.
get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Taylor on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
10 at the 49-yard line.
55. Red Delta! Check 55. Come on.
Rivers on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Hines. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He spins free. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". All day, pump. Check 59, Mike is 59.
Second down, here's Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll come out in the pistol.
I'm coming. Kill, turn up. Check 3.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 24, Bengals 7. Aldrich.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
13.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Rivers. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Colts 33, Bengals 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Roseson to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 32 that time.
32. First down, Bengals.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Point conversion.
Burrow looking to pass. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking deep for Hilton. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play that time for the Colts. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
At their own.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You can have the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 32.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To the air again, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy 1st. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 33, Bengals 26. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Good job, yo.
Check 90, black 15. He don't know no better. Left. Hey, 79.
From the gun, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. At the 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st down, Rivers. Caught right side, Tate. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Rivers here to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 26 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Colts take over.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw?
And now look at him go. The 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 73 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness, because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
25-yard
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Bengals.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.